Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And this game is the culmination and the collision of two undefeated teams. Two teams that had defied the odds and come through this season unblemished. Now, each looking to take one final step to become a college football undefeated national champion. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Here's the second down play. The defense showing blitz here. Back to pass. It's Johnson. The pocket breaking down. Now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss. He's going to lose yards there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. And looking for a big play here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. And the Commodores will line up to boot it away. And the ball rolls dead.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
So the ball changes hands, and the offense finds itself backed up inside their own 10. Handoff to the back. Finding space at the 20. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
It's a first and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the handoff. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
A gain makes it second and medium. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And the Mustangs pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. Really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
The Mustangs starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's intercepted right near the goal line.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. To throw, it's Johnson. And this is going to be a safety.
That's how you get a game started by this defense. What a way to score here early. We'll just have to see if these 2 points make much of a difference if this game ends up coming down to the wire.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Maryland. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Well, that's mano a mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Caught quickly. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
2nd down after that previous play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Mustangs. No chance to catch it.
Chris, I'm kind of like this defense. I knew this quarterback could run the football. I didn't know he could take it that far down the field and let alone a score.
Extra point puts him up 9 now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And on the carry, he's heading left. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, SMU 9, Vanderbilt 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Back to throw. It's Johnson. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down here for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Pulls it in. It's McCray.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. That's caught. It's Bell. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The Commodores churn out another first down. Looking for some space. It's Alexander. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go. And it's incomplete. The defender alive the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Back to throw. It's Johnson. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Play action here on first down. Defense is coming after him.
This is really good pressure applied by the defense. They force him out to his left, but with nobody home, he decides to tuck it and go. He's able to turn it into a nice short game.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Pressure is coming. He's a wide open receiver, complete. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for a first down and goal.
He's marked out of bounds at the 8-yard line. First and goal, Vanderbilt.
And the Commodores line it up with first and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. They bring the heat, and the blitz works. They've got him.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first and goal situation.
Snags a quick throw. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. This quarterback on fire today. Who says he needed explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
With the extra point, they trail now 9-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. This one will be fair caught. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. It went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. To the air, it's Jennings. He finds his tight end for the catch. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
And the Mustangs will line up on first and 10. On the run, it's Johnson. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, looking to throw it. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
It's third down for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He fires it. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. They want to cut into this lead before halftime. They have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Pump over the middle. It's Alexander. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. See what the call is on 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Dropping back, it's Johnson. Looking to scramble. But he's going to launch it deep again. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge game through the air. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Boy, it's a blown opportunity here for this defense. They get the offense all the way to 4th down and long. They got to get pressure. They got to get this offense off the field, make them pay for this aggressive decision to go for it, and instead they give up a first down. This could cost them.
And he'll get there. Touchdown, Commodores.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about their running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it a 5-point game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And here's the fair catch by the return man. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it. Oh, he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. It'll bring up second down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He'll take a deep shot. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Well, the quarterback had plenty of time, but ultimately just couldn't take advantage of it.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Commodores will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. SMU offense is back out on the field now. They get the second half started with a running play. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Some hard running there through a tackle. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The Mustangs have 1st and 10 here. They call the counter play here. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Important second down play coming up. And there's the handoff. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. To throw, it's Jennings. Tight end makes the grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. He's running out of time here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. They punched it in their last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Ball handed off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
1st and goal here for the offense. Touchdown, Ponies. That puts them on top in the second half. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And is going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Looking to throw. It's Johnson. And here comes a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receiver's jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
Direct snap to the back. And he's not going to get there. Stop short. Missed opportunity to build this lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
20, SMU, 19.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Mustangs offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense moving into a bunch formation. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down. They're going to throw the football. Trying to extend the play. Trying to create here on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Mustangs with 1st and 10 here. Trying to find room. It's Johnson. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Looking downfield. It's Jennings. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
The Mustangs are in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. The pass is caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Catch made on the left side. Touchdown, SMU. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The try fails, and the lead remains 5 points. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Chris, this offense coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Slides down to avoid the tackle. And the Commodores looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Try to pick up the third and short through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Alexander. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. He makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. An explosive play moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. He didn't want to take the hit. Now it's second down here. Looking to pass, it's Johnson. Receiver makes the catch. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Touchdown, Commodores. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
Coach deciding to keep the offense out there, go for a two-point conversion and extend the lead to 3. And he's taken down, doesn't get rid of the ball, and the two-point conversion does not work.
That keeps the score. Vanderbilt.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
25.
We'll call for the fair catch here. SMU offense is back out on the field now. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. Nowhere to run up the middle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Maryland. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. They'll run the option. No for the first, but still going. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
When this quarterback was hungry for the end zone, that was not a short run. The guy put his running shoes on and took it back to his Pop Warner days, showcasing that agility for the long touchdown.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Back to pass. It's Johnson. And he's got it. So the 2-point try is successful, and they build the lead even further. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And this time it's complete. Breaks loose at the 45. A big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. We're in for an exciting finish. Time ticking away. Offense time probably for just one last drive. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. Fires it on the move. Catch is made. Room to run here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
And the Mustangs line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw. It's Jennings. The pass work. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. So a crucial touchdown, but that was just the first part. Now you got to execute the onside kick, Kirk, to give yourself a chance to win the national championship.
Well, as you know, Chris, this onside kick, I think it's the toughest play in the game. Both special teams units know that the play is coming, and they understand the stakes as well. And if the kicking team can somehow get the ball, and anything could happen.
And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out on the field. Crucial possession here. Suddenly, this is a 2-point game in the final quarter. What can the offense do to build on this lead or just play keep away? And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. Sticking with the running game. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. As you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Vanderbilt Commodores.